Hello, dear and respected ladies. By subscribing to this channel you will receive the blessings of the royal family. Those who like this video will feel a warmth of emotion spreading throughout their bodies. Thank you in advance. And now let's get on with it. When attending the Health and Mental Health Walk, the princes were dressed in navy blue with green. According to Prince William, he and his wife Catherine always compliment each other right down to their outfits. The royal couple made their first appearance in public Thursday to visit Liverpool's new Royal University Hospital. This was reported by Reuters. As they toured the hospital's facilities, the Dukes of Cambridge were all smiles. One of the clinic workers noticed their matching colors of clothing and smiled at them. William wore a checkered black watch suit, while Catherine wore a dark blue sport coat and black pants with a high collar. Catherine wore a navy blue sport coat over a dark green sweater and white Oxfords with navy blue pants. The woman and her husband discussed working at the hospital, thanking them for their winter employment. The British princes and princesses chatted with a woman in Nicola's Human Resources department, who told Catherine about her appearance. "I know what it is," William said, looking at his sport coat. And someone added that it was coordination. William said, "I agree that I need coordination." "That's right," William said, laughing. The couple continued along the line, where Catherine said to Nicola, "It's amazing to see the new building in working order." Launched in October 2022, the medical facility is a state-of-the-art hospital, replacing another hospital with 40 years of experience. The Princess of Wales, who made her first public appearance in 2023, was not wearing an engagement ring. Princess Catherine and Prince William recently made their first public appearance. The couple appeared at the opening of the new Royal Liverpool University Hospital. During her visit to the medical facility, Catherine looked as elegant as ever. Fans noticed that the color scheme of the princess attire was dominated by dark shades. The checkered coat of dark green color, which the wife of Prince William wore, attracted attention. The Princess of Wales appeared in public in a dark blue satin dress and Vito Rossi shoes. However, the journalists' attention was attracted not by the outfit of the princess, but more by her jewelry, namely rings. The most attentive internet user noticed that the Duchess of Cambridge in the published photos is not wearing a wedding ring with a sapphire and usually decorates her finger. But it's too early to sound the alarm, as the second gold piece of jewelry on her ring finger was in place. As it turned out, Catherine removed one of the rings temporarily for security purposes. Since she and William were visiting the hospital, Catherine felt it was right to temporarily remove the jewelry. The prince's wife put the jewelry back on, which can be seen in photos from the royal press office. This can be seen in a photo from the royal press office. To get younger, you should take care to buy new clothes and makeup. But the two most stylish sisters in Great Britain have one more secret, or more than 5. Namely, it is the right selection of jewelry. The Duchess of Cambridge is not very democratic in her choice of clothing, but her jewelry collection may be the envy of many. Rumor has it that Prince William's wife is a much more discerning and creative woman. That's why? As Belinda Scott, a representative of the Duchess's jewelry brand Heavenly Necklaces, recently admitted, Catherine uses jewelry not only to express her status and emphasize her age. Pippa Matthews also knows the peculiarities of her own face so well that now she skillfully matches not only the shape of her jewelry to the shape or color of her jewelry. The expert believes that it is not necessary to have a jewelry box full of jewelry to master the art of rejuvenating the Middleton sisters. You need to know 5 simple rules. If you look closely, neither the Duchess of Cambridge nor her sister almost never wear long earrings. Basically, they are models in the form of a drop or necessarily with a ball at the bottom. So why? Your optic just works. If you were into opticum as a child, then you probably know. The oval will not look oblong with a round object next to it. Lengthening of the face, skull, nose and ears happens with age. Baby faces are the luckiest, so a simple anthropological principle works here. Children have round faces, adults have oval faces. Consequently, to visually look younger, you need to make the oval face more even. For what you, according to the laws of optics, and will help round accessories. But many of us have a bad habit to hide their beauty under black clothes. In our consciousness there is a firmly rooted attitude that black is a universal classic, and sometimes we do not even think about the existence of other colors. But in most cases we don't even realize what a cruel joke this color can play on us. In fact, it ages most women by neutralizing the natural blush of their face and turning their skin color painfully gray. Seriously. In this case, the situation is even more complicated if you wear dull, almost transparent white stones, along with a black outfit. Of course, it's not universal, but still there is a risk that you will look like a shot from a black and white movie. But it's not that difficult. If you can't do away with black at all, try freshening it up with colored jewelry. You can use fiery rubies or emeralds to make your tan look brighter and more saturated. Calm and tranquil sapphires will beautifully accentuate the aristocratic pallor of the skin, eliminating the painful yellowing. As we said earlier, everything in our face increases with time. But so do our ears. That includes the ear. In addition, as the tissues in our body become less elastic over the years, our earlobes may also sag, especially if we like to wear heavy, massive earrings. This can be unsightly. In terms of psychology, this flaw is also related to age. But here there is a very simple solution. Choose earrings that will cover most of the earlobe. As a rule, these are enlarged carnations or clips. You can take the path of least resistance and stick to the rule of eye color equals color of the stone. To blue eyes we match sapphires or topaz, to green emeralds or malachite, to brown citrines, yellow diamonds or amber. But if you want to do that, you can use contrast. To accentuate blue eyes with the transparent sparkle of a diamond, you can evoke associations with splashing sea waves or cloudy skies. To make the brown eyes more vivid, you can add a little emerald color to them. At the same time, shade the reds with ruby greens. In addition, watermelon can be colored red. And don't forget about nature. This stone is the best colorist. The logic here is very simple. The nacreous white color of this stone perfectly highlights the peach blush on the cheeks, as well as illuminates and brightens the whites of the eyes to create a glowing look in general. Naturally, it also makes your teeth whiter. And all of this is evidence that one has a healthy and youthful body. What is the reason for Prince Harry's body language that showed his true attitude to Kate Middleton? How much sincere is Sussex in his statements? ITV, to coincide with the publication of his memoirs, Prince Harry spoke about many royals, from his father King Charles and his brother Prince William. He was also interviewed by Kate in an interview on TV that coincided with Prince Harry's candid interview for the first time since the release of his memoirs. According to an expert, the head of Harry's body language clearly demonstrated his attitude towards Kate Middleton, as well as his feelings for Kate Middleton. It became evident at the mention of her name. A body language expert said that the Duke of Sussex made an eloquent gesture, hinting at how he felt about the new Princess of Wales in his interview for TV. Harry, in the first of 4 interviews, spoke to Tom Bradby about his memoir The Spare One. Bradby commented on a publication to promote the famous royal autobiography. Bradby mentioned that he was under the impression that Harry's brother William and sister-in-law Kate did not get on with Meghan almost from the start. In response to what Harry said, "Yeah, fairly." He told about his woman, Harry, that there are many stereotypes that even he was guilty of at the beginning. Judy James told that Harry's mannerism was mostly confrontational, but his features softened when he talked about Kate, showing his true attitude towards her sister-in-law. Then they discussed himself with Kate, and this is what she said in conversation. In his interview with The Mirror, James told The Mirror, "During this long and deeply frank interview, there was an intense sense of tragedy in Harry's body language. The end of the conversation, he told us that he was happier than ever, and said that he had accepted a lot of what has happened. It was true American style that he spoke about the good spirits of him, but also said his family is in good spirits, and that any conversation with him now left him with no lingering thoughts." The Sussex expert's assurance did not materialize. "I did not know about the man we had observed up to that point, but he was still using inconsistent body language signal, which made many of his emotions still seem rather raw. As he spoke, his gestures were sound, and the way that himself was able to evade some of the most difficult questions or used unspecific statements, suggested anger, resentment and righteous. I have noted the fact that there were times when he gave more spontaneous signals of love and even humor and fun. He recalled a rather robotic version of the words 'I love my father, I like his brother, I love my family,' but in the case of himself, he was close to tears." Just as Judy explained, his account of growing up with his brother was full of amusement and devotion. And the fact that Kate's name was mentioned, his face softened towards himself in response to her words about love for them. James explained that even the infamous fight with the dog bowl elicited a mixed reaction, he said. The scene itself read from photographs of the duo, but when we saw Harry, we observed an insecure hand-rubbing and ritualistic swoon as he raised his head. This was what I thought about. Harry's face is not like that. This is the reason for his indifferentness." The shrug indicates an indifference, and he curled hand on his chest mimicked a level of frustration. Then he explained on Williamsford Mist, and his eyes widened as if he were playing out a real reaction of fear. The Prince Harry family has commented on rumors about James Hewitt's real father and his true father. Princess Diana's oldest friend is living now? How is Princess Diana's former lover currently living? Former military general Major James Hewitt had a 5-year relationship with Princess Diana, sparking speculations that he is Prince Harry's real father. The Duke of Sussex, who has revived interest in the identity of one of the late Princess of Wales' lovers, revealed this in his new memoir, which has revived interest in the identity of one of her lovers. The Prince Harry, who was once Prince Harry, has spoken out about the sadistic rumors that his biological father is Major James Hewitt, as well as the sadistic rumors that his real father is Major James Hewitt, for years. A 37-year-old Sussex Duke broke his silence on the version and confessed that his father Charles had ridiculed it. The rumors of Harry's illegitimate birth were revealed after it was revealed that Princess Diana had an affair with an officer, and they came up with rumors about his father's imminent death. Before her death, the Welsh woman confirmed that she had a relationship with Major Hewitt in the 1980s. Shortly before her death, the Welsh woman confirmed she had a relationship to Major Hewitt in the 1980s. For example, in his book Spare, the Duke of Sussex said that one of the reasons for this is Major Hewitt's red hair, and the other was sadism. To his surprise, he said that the tabloid readers liked the idea that he was not Charles's biological son, and the jokes never stopped. The rumors were ripple effect and spread again and then. Diana and James met long after he was born. In his memoirs, the Duke of Sussex recalled that James and Diana had been together long before he was born. A party thrown by Princess West's maid of honor Hazel West was held in 1986. They attended a party that was organized by Princess West's maid of honor Hazel West. I am talking about the moment in his book Diana, a closely guarded secret by Welsh bodyguard Ken Wharf. He told her he was an instructor, and she admitted that she was afraid of horses, offered to help her overcome her fear. When Charles and Diana's wedding was on the way, the couple began an intimate relationship. The couple began to have sex at one time as soon as Charles and Diana's marriage was on the brink. I have learned that she loved her love ended not reckless. From the history of James Lifford Hewitt we know that he was born into an American family, but his father is from this country. In his father's life, John Hewitt was a naval officer from the United States. James attended Millfield School and joined the Army at the age of 20 when he was drafted into the Guards Brigade. He had to be drafted in the Guards Brigade at the age of 20. At the age of 20, he became an officer. When they were separated by distance, the officer's romance with the girl was about 5 years long and faded when they were separated. In late 1980s, Hewitt was given command of a tank squadron. It forced him to move out of the country. The lover of the Welsh was not so good, but she felt betrayed when her lover prioritized her career. She felt that he had. In 1994, shortly after James' discharge from the army, she began working with Anna Pasternak, and together in 1994, he was published a frank book, The Princess in Love. It is noted that her work with Anna Pasternak has been called The Princess in Love. It was said that Diana and Hewitt had an intimate relationship from 1986 to 1991. Before the Prince of Wales' wedding with Charles officially broke up in 1992. A year later, the BBC's Panorama Wales confirmed this affair in 1996, but noted that much of the book was fantastic and many pages were fantasy. Then it was I who adored him. Oh yes, I am very in love with him. In fact, I was very disappointed with her. After Diana's tragic death in 1997, Hewitt made several media events to talk about his relationship with the late princess after her death. Then he made several media appearances on the topic of his affair with the late prince. His book was published again, but he never expressed his regret over the first. The current British cavalry officer is doing what he did before. What are his activities now? The lawnmower and raking leaves were seen in the Devon area this week, Middleton said. This week he was spotted working with a lawnmower and ragging leaves at an apartment in Devon, reports Middleton. The former restaurant businessman Hewitt has long since returned to his home country from Spain, where he was in the restaurant business. I saw him working in the garden of his house, where he was living with her mother. It was reported that James had set up a non-profit initiative with his previous colleague to help refugees in 2022.